All right, it's Wake Up Nigeria with Titi and Yomi in their Ankara outfits this morning.
Yeah, we're feeling very Friday-ish today.
The weekend is here, and if you are planning a trip to the cinemas, Mike will be taking you on a sneak peek of what to see in the cinemas currently. Ninja, go!
Felt this good in a long time.
We'll also be bringing you tips on how to wear one blazer in many different ways.
And that does not end it. Of course, we have, for those preparing Owambe parties this weekend, there's going to be a tutorial for trendy ways to tie your headgear, or your gele, as many will call it.
Yes, so. But I don't want to stop us right there, because I'm remembering the fact that Yomi promised about 3 weeks ago to take everybody out to the movies. Do you remember? Does everybody remember?
I remember.
Do you remember?
I have to remember this kind of thing.
And Yomi,
the promise I made was to give you a 1 terabyte hard drive.
What is that?
With 200 films.
I want 2 terabytes.
with
no. 500 films.
No.
See, I don't know why Mary can't remember. I remember very well.
Yes.
Titi remembers.
Yes.
That is all.
So which movie?
So you guys are doing who has the highest votes?
Kingsman. We'll do Kingsman, the Golden Circle.
Yeah, let's go.
Lovely movie, by the way. You guys have seen the first part, right?
Yes,
of course. And so this is the sequel, and the reviews are already wonderful. People are talking about it. Yeah. Wonderful effects and all of that. I love this kind of movie.
So you're going to be taking us
this weekend.
No, Yomi is you.
You're going to be taking us through the movies.
Yeah, later on. So to whet your appetite.
All the papers this morning are, reporting a smaller news about the traffic on Ikorodu Road. Now, it's right now we've got trailers, like lines upon lines of trailers, like 3 kilometers.
All the way.
Trailers all the way.
Apparently it comes all the way from Apapa.
Yeah, so traffic is being diverted to the Third Mainland Bridge. So even the Third Mainland Bridge is congested. So right now, if you're going to work,
are you planning to go to the island at any time today?
Any of you? Definitely going to the island.
Any of you planning to go to the island?
I'm certainly going to the island.
You're certainly.
Yes.
Wow. You know, because earlier this morning, of course, our producer Christiana, she gave us an eyewitness report, because she was coming early in the morning and then there were trucks and all of that.
On the other side.
On the other side. So
it's the same on Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway, as a matter of fact, because of the repairs going on there. So there's a lot of traffic, especially in the mornins.
So our hearts go out to everyone who's stuck in traffic right now. But you know, hey, no, really, because I used to do this day in, day out for literally 8 years. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, and it was like.
I think what the challenge has been is apparently because of the strike, a lot of the tanker drivers down tools. And then, right after, you know how it is, everyone converges in Lagos, strike is over, so everyone is here to lift petrol to go to other states. So it's going to take a day or two before...
Is there no other place apart from Ikorodu Road? That's too central. Is there no other place they can get the trailers on?
That's another thing. Because of inland roads, you understand, not all inland roads are good. So we don't want a situation where, like, a whole tanker falling in a street.
Yeah. There was actually a picture of a truck hanging off a bridge.
Yes, off a bridge.
That was yesterday. How did that happen? I saw that yesterday and I couldn't fathom what it exactly was. It
looked like something from a movie.
It was like something picked up the truck.
I just
dropped it. Or it was Optimus Prime who was planning to transform and he missed his cue.
Too many movies in his head.
He missed his cue for transformation. You know when they tell us cue.
But we shouldn't really be laughing at this though. It's a really serious issue and the state of the roads needs to improve. But I think we need to take the news update.
Yeah, it's the top of the hour, and of course, Blessing is on standby for the news update.
Hello again. Public universities across Nigeria may come alive soon as striking non-teaching staff have agreed in principle to end their action. But the unions say they'll need about a week to consult their members nationwide and take a final decision. Representatives of the 3 unions, the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, the Non-Academic Staff Union of Universities, and the National Association of Academic Technologists took the decision after a meeting with the governments that ended this morning. It was only 3 days ago that the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, suspended its 1-month strike. And the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAM, says its newly introduced Central Admissions Processing System, CAPS, will restore autonomy of institutions. The registrar of the board, Isha Koloyede, said the new process will kick off in 2017-2018 academic session. The board revealed that the CAPS will ensure that candidates are fairly treated, expand admission opportunities, as well as protect the academic calendar. And speaking on the 2017-2018 cutoff marks, Oloyede said stakeholders picked 120, 110 and 100 respectively for universities and other institutions as threshold below which no institutions can admit candidates. And the People's Democratic Party has suspended Anambra gubernatorial aspirant Ifeanyi Ubah for 1 month. He was suspended for attacking officials that conducted the election and also the leadership of the party over the outcome of the governorship primaries. And it has further referred Ubah's case to the disciplinary committee. The National Publicity Secretary, Dayo Adeyeye, says Ubah was earlier issued a query by the National Secretariat of the party, which he refused to reply. The party also referred Boroji Kashamo to the Tom Ikimi-led disciplinary committee for anti-party activities after an unsatisfactory reply to a query issued to him by the National Secretariat. The panel has 2 weeks to submit its reports. In the meantime, the Federal High Court sitting in Ado-Ekiti, Ekiti State, has restrained the PDP from taking any disciplinary action against some chieftains of the party in the southwest. The interlocutory injunction specifically restrains the PDP, the chairman of its National Caretaker Committee and secretary from taking any disciplinary action against the plaintiffs and other leaders of the PDP in the southwest. The chieftains include the senator representing Ogun East Senatorial District, Boroji Kashamo, the immediate past National Secretary, Wale Oladipo, the immediate past National Auditor, Adewale Adeyonju, and others. And away from that, worried by the traffic congestion on the Apapa-Oshodi Expressway caused by activities of tanker drivers, the Lagos State House of Assembly has called on the federal government to immediately relocate tank farms in the area. The lawmakers also cautioned the drivers to stop indiscriminate parking of their trucks on the road, and the resolution was reached during the House's Thursday's Yoruba plenary, following a motion moved by the lawmaker representing Apapa Constituency 1 in the legislature. And that's the news. Now time to take a look at the day's weather forecast.
It's time for sports, and Super Mike is right here.
Yep, of course I am. After hosting the 1981 and 2002 editions of the National Sports Festival in Benin City, Edo State, government is considering bidding to host the fiesta once again. Since the 2012 edition of the festival held in Lagos, the games have suffered several postponements with no clear signal from the Cross River State government on when the next festival will hold. Cross River was granted the hosting right for the 2014 edition. However, Edo State Commissioner for Youths and Special Duties, Mika Emakuna, disclosed that Governor Godwin Obaseki's administration might bid to host the National Sports Festival in the nearest future. Now, climbing a staircase can seem like a normal day-to-day activity as you shuffle around your house or office. But how about when climbing a staircase becomes a competition? Does that sound weird? Well, watch 500 runners battle it out during their stair climbing competition in Shanghai. I think Titi and Yomi might do very well. Let's check it out.
More than 500 runners flocked to the White Magnolia Plaza in Shanghai to compete in a mini stair climbing competition. The event started at the entrance of the Magnolia Plaza in Poxi, the historic center of Shanghai. The tower is the tallest of its kind in Poxi, with 66 floors and a total of 1,763 steps. Liu Kunha won the men's race with a time of 8 minutes 52 seconds, while Yan Muha won the women's race in 11 minutes 25 seconds. And Team 1 of 129 training camp came in first place in the group relay with a time of 9 minutes 3 seconds. The contest in the plaza hopes to reflect the idea of encouraging people to accept challenges and do more exercise instead of staying indoors.
Isn't this lovely? Yomi and Titi, wouldn't you want to compete at this?
I will first ask how much. Because I don't understand.
Titi, would you ask her, would you want to compete at this?
Well, I don't know. Some people just really like challenges. I know the Empire State Building in New York, they used to do that as well. But it's no longer one of, the tallest buildings anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
But really, it does seem like a nice challenge. Maybe I might try it one day.
Okay, moving on from that. The president of FIFA, Gianni Infantino, and president of UEFA, Alexander Seferin, have raised concerns over the $1 billion increase on transfer fees. Now, it's not clear exactly how the billions of dollars from the transfer market every year is split among the club, players, and the agents who negotiate on their behalf. The World Football Governing Body is responsible for regulating transfers between clubs on the rules based on a 2001 agreement with the European Commission. But at the UEFA Congress in Geneva, Infantino says the increases on transfer fees is something that has to worry the football body, while Seferin called for help from European leaders to implement measures which would reduce the gap between rich and poor clubs. And then, of course, Atletico Madrid's new Wanda Metropolitano Stadium will host the 2019 Champions League final. Atletico played their first league game in the 67,000 capacity venue when they beat Malaga 1-0 on the 17th of September. The 2019 Europa League final will be played at the Olympic Stadium in Baku, Azerbaijan, while Budapest in Hungary will host the Women's Champions League final. Istanbul's Besiktas Stadium will stage the 2019 UEFA Super Cup. Madrid will become only the second city to have held 5 or more European Cup finals after London. Real's Bernabeu Stadium hosted the finals in 1957, 1969, 1980 and 2010. And then, of course, still on Atletico Madrid and, of course, Chelsea, we finally will see an end to the summer's longest running transfer saga, as Chelsea has just confirmed they have reached an agreement with Atletico Madrid for the £57.5 million transfer of outcast striker Diego Costa. Costa returns to the Spanish club he left behind in 2014 when Chelsea paid £32 million to prize him away from Diego Simeone's side. The striker has been exiled from the Blues' first team since the summer. Costa refused to return to Chelsea's Cobham training base this summer, instead remaining in Brazil. Now the deal taking him back to his old club has been confirmed. The Spanish international will now have a medical in Madrid. Chelsea will not be subsidizing his wages after he has signed for Atletico. And that's it on sports side. It's the papers up next.
Yes, sir.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Mike.
Mike.
All right.
We're going to start off with this day this morning. France denies domiciling IPOB's financial HQ, supports Nigeria's unity, as separatists challenge federal government to prove it's a terrorist organization. Presidency says marauding herdsmen are criminals, not terrorists. Fashola says federal government will not reverse PHCN privatization without refund of workers' severance pay. You can read up more about that on page 53 of this day. And cash requirement for forward dollar purchases causes naira shortage. Rwani says rise in CBN financing of federal government is the price to pay to reflate the economy.
Straight to the cover of The Punch, we have professors, SANs, others disagree on court order banning IPOB. Will come back stronger, says secessionist group. And arms seizure. Customs Director General meets Turkish envoy today. And court dissolves coach Onigbinde's 30-year marriage. That's on page 44. And then Buhari arrives in London, returns to Nigeria on Monday. On the cover of The Punch this morning.
On the Vanguard, it says, restructuring, we are not afraid, but won't be stampeded, say the Northern Elders. Nigerian Federation unbalanced, says L. Rufai. IMF borrowed from Nigeria in 1974, says the ex-finance minister, Alaji. On page 35, you can read up about that. Now, the illiteracy rate is here, or rather, illiteracy rate in Nigeria is alarming, says the federal government here. Read about that on page 8. We shouldn't experience another civil war, says Ohaneze. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard.
And finally, on the cover of The Nation, we have UK, France. No protests on IPOB, Radio Biafra. Embassies deny representations from Nigeria. And then we've got a photograph on the cover of The Nation there of some guns. 470 guns seized at Lagos Sport. And then finally, EFCC probes senator for 1.2 billion naira loan diversion. All that on the cover of The Nation this morning. The newspaper headlines was proudly supported by Dettol. Be 100% sure. Let's go for a short break, and we'll be back to give you hints on the different ways to rock your blazers. Stay with us. Welcome back. Sometimes before buying a piece of clothing, you might have pictured it looking all classy and chic with all the various ways it can be rocked. Then you purchase it and you keep wearing it only one way. Well, we hope that what you're about to see will inspire you to get more creative with some of your clothes and more versatile as well. Let's take a look at this.
Viewers, my name is WakeUpNigeria and I'm a fashion stylist. So today I'll be showing you 4 different ways to style a blazer. I'll go from work to casual to lunch dates with friends and night outfits. And this is the blazer I'll be styling today. So this is my casual ensemble. I decided to do a white t-shirt because I feel a white t-shirt will give it a pop of color, because this is a red blazer, but you can do a black blazer, it depends. And I like wearing my heels because it makes me very chic and classy. And I like keeping it simple. That's why I'm not wearing anything on my neck, because already the hoop already tells a story of its own on my face. So, but you can also do like a black t-shirt or a black tank top or just a top, probably like a chiffon top or something. And maybe you do, if you don't have a high waist jeans, you can do just a normal low rise jeans and a sneaker. Okay, this is my second look for the blazer. So this is a skirt, a pleated skirt. You can actually do a bodycon skirt, midi skirt, or an A-line skirt. I actually chose to do it this way to let some people know that you don't have to go with everything pleated. You can still do, you know, like a bogus or whatever outfit and give an edgy style and look to it. I had to take off my my hoop earring because of course it's too big for this outfit. It doesn't really complement it, but I rather chose a scarf. This is like a neck scarf, like vintage, and I use the brooch to add a little accessory to it. You can actually wear this to work, church, or corporate events. Look 3, I chose a crop top and a culotte for my night outfit shoot. So I chose not to wear the blazer but to hang it on my shoulders to add a little more style to the whole outfit. You can wear yours, but because when the night gets darker, of course, when I get into the groove, I'm going to take off the blazer, so it makes it easier to party, and it depends on where you're wearing the outfit to, really. Another thing I chose to wear is my sandal. You can do a cut shoe or a gladiator sandal, but I chose this because this will make it easier for me to dance if I'm passing the night I'm wearing this. Yeah, so this is a purse. Just something little to put your phones, your 2 phones, and probably your card to pay for your drink. Okay, so for my 4th look, this is how I chose to wear it. This is a jumpsuit. It's a one-piece, yeah, jumpsuit, and the blazer I've been styling for the 4th time now. Yeah. So well, I chose a blazer because it's easier to pick. You know, when you're going to have lunch dates with friends, you're going to talk and catch up with old times and all. You just get to wear something simple but still keep it classy and chic and fun. Yeah, because you're going out there to have fun. Hope you've learned a thing or two on how to style and restyle your blazers. So, well, you've seen how I did it. You can actually do a lot more with your pieces in your wardrobe. Remember, fashion is bought, but style is yours.
Nice one there. Mike is on standby to give us a lowdown on the movies showing this weekend. I'm sure some people are ready to go watch it.
All right, thank you very much, Yomi. I was thinking the blazers were for guys, but then whichever way, I hope you were able to get some tips. All right, so we're checking out movies showing in the cinema this weekend, and I am extremely excited because Yomi will keep his promise. And the first movie we are going to see, and you can check out, is Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Now, when their headquarters are destroyed and the world is held hostage, the Kingsman's journey leads them to the discovery of an allied spy organization in the U.S. Now, these 2 elite secret organizations must band together to defeat a common enemy. Now, the movie was directed by Matthew Vaughn. It stars Taron Egerton, Colin Firth, and Mark Strong.
Kingsman is more than the clothing we wear or the weapons we bear. I hope you're ready for what comes next.
I hope you're getting ready, Titi. All right, up next is the Ninjago Lego movie. Now, 6 young ninjas, Lloyd, Jay, Kai, Cole, Zane, and Ya, are tasked with defending their island home, called Ninjago. By night, they are gifted warriors using their skills and awesome fleet of vehicles to fight villains and monsters. And by day, they are ordinary teens struggling against their greatest enemy, high school. The movie was directed by Charlie Bain. And of course, Paul Fisher. It stars Jackie Chan. Yes, he's in this one. Dave Franco, and of course, Fred Armisen.
Hey, Mom, could we talk about Dad?
What's my name? Garmadon!
Hey.
His dad ruins everything. Uh-oh, it's Garmadon! Can I have a bathroom pass?
Are you ready to risk your life for Ninjago?
Ninja, go! All right, guys, let's get Garmadon!
Did you hear Jackie Chan's voice? Are you ready to risk your life for Ninjago? All right, up next, it's Nollywood, and The Silver Spoon tells the story of a spoiled but bright, hardworking, and serious-minded girl. 24 years Ella Henshaw, placed on a succession plan by her parents to take over the family business. She then comes across a man who took her for a mere pretty face. Now, this young man, a disgruntled job seeker, played by, of course, Wole Ojo, finally gets a job in her company and discovers that the job was not what he expected. The movie was directed by the Honorable Desmond Elliott. It stars Desmond Elliott, of course, Wale Ojo, Yvonne Jegede, Jennifer Eliogo, Sophia Alakija, Ayo Adesanya, and of course Eina Wigwe, amongst a lot of others.
I am very late for work.
Mr. Ayodele, we've been expecting you.
Very happy to go long. Because now, you know, they say, Sade, oh, come and give me money, oh, I need money for food, oh, I need money for transport. God, you are good.
You will be on a 6 months probation. You will go with me wherever I go, take minutes of my meetings, schedule my appointments, and just generally be my personal assistant.
I quit!
If you want to quit, you wait till we get to the office, then you do so.
You will not dictate to me how and when I will quit.
If you quit now, you can kiss this month's salary goodbye.
You know what your problem is?
I'm not quitting. I'm still here. Okay, still showing and doing quite well is American Assassin. 23-year-old Mitchell lost his parents to a tragic car accident at the age of 14 and his girlfriend to a terrorist attack just as they were engaged. Now seeking revenge, he's enlisted by CIA Deputy Director Aaron Kennedy as a Black Ops recruit. Now the movie was directed by Michael Cuesta, stars Dalian O'Brien, Michael Keaton, and of course the beautiful Sana Lathan.
We're going to jump from cell to cell taking out terrorists.
For starters, yeah.
Our people here like your agenda, Mitch. I know exactly what to do with you. There's a nuke in play.
You got 48 hours to stop him. Eliminate the target.
Yes, sir. This is just the beginning.
What? That was something. Okay, that's it. 4 movies showing in the cinema. We'll take a short break, and when we get back, we'll return with a tutorial for you. Don't go anywhere.